Hey guys, welcome back to the alcohol-free RV. My name's Todd, and today I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of a, I don't know, I'll call it a walkie-talkie. It's a walkie-talkie Wednesday. Does anybody have that trademark? Alcohol-free RV, that's what we call ourselves. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about why that is. I'm choosing to talk about it today because today is actually 2 years since I made the decision to get sober. Up until October 28th of 2018, I was deep into the bottle. I had drank more and more and more throughout the summer of that year, and I didn't think that I could be considered an alcoholic because I was still going to work every day, hadn't had any DUIs, still married, didn't lose any jobs, but the rate I was going, those things were inevitable. Of course, flashlight went out, so now I can't see the road. It's alright. Just take it easy. Turn the camera every once in a while, see where we're going. It's a chilly morning here in Monument, Colorado. After a pretty rough summer, I was finally able to admit that the amount of beer that I was drinking was more than any sane person would care to partake in. And I was just getting out of control with it. So woke up on the morning of the 28th of October of 2018 and said, you know what? Enough's enough. Oh, went off the road a little bit there. So I said, yeah, enough's enough. So made that decision that day to try to go that day without a drink. And made the same decision the next day. Next thing I know, days are starting to add up. Got to a week, nothing to drink. The days just kept adding up and adding up. It was definitely a struggle in the first place to see if we can get under some cover here. Alright. A little less wind in here, I think. Maybe a little echo. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, it got a little bit easier day by day. And you know, I'm grateful that I had my wife and my son to support me. And I had found some friends that understood what I was going through, and I think they're really what kept me going. Everybody but me is what kept me going. So pop a squat down here. Days started adding up, and I was able to keep away from drinking the beer. You know, I made a lot of changes in my life. Man, say it's cold. See my breath. Keep fogging up my glasses. I'm breathing into my coat here. I had just started the channel in August of 2018, and I was going to be RV brewing, and I think we called ourselves RV Brewing and Bizarre Bites. And That didn't last long. I had done a couple of like brew day videos and some hardware, brewing hardware and stuff, and that's part of where I came from. I've debated back and forth, and I did just take those videos down. They're not serving any purpose to the channel at this point, so I did take them down between August and October. After having created some of those videos, I did take a bit of a break, but I knew I had to change the name of the channel pretty quickly, and that's kind of how I ended up on alcohol-free RV. So, we kind of made it. We changed the name just to separate away from the brewing side of things. I thought RV brewing, when I wasn't brewing anymore, didn't really make sense. So here we are. I know that there had been some questions from some people that had come over from the Big Truck, Big RV collaboration that we did with them, and that question popped up a few times. I feel like I'm crooked here. The question popped up a few times, and so kind of wanted to set that straight. And being 2 years sober today, I thought today would be a good day to do that. And I've come to find out that helping people out is something that is helpful to my sobriety as well, and that's kind of why I do a lot of these like DIY videos. It's kind of twofold. One, it gives an opportunity to help you guys out. If you run into something in your RV, I kind of have a thought process, right? And you can probably see that in some of my videos, like, how do I figure this out without having to buy a whole new thing? Or how do I make sure that my truck can charge the batteries, that kind of stuff. So that is one way that I think it really helps my sobriety, because I'm helping somebody else. The other thing is, what is the other thing? Oh, the other thing is I get to do something with my hands instead of pick up a drink. That is, the amount of money I spent on beer, brewing supplies, and all that stuff was an exorbitant amount. And for all the upgrades and mods that we've done, it seems that a lot of people wouldn't put this kind of money into it, but it really helps rejuvenate my soul, get my hands dirty, fixing things. And like I said, it keeps a bottle out of my hand, it keeps tools in my hand. So the Craftsman and those kinds of things are better for my health than a bottle of beer and an opener are. And one other thing that's kind of cool about being on the road as an alcoholic and kind of like getting to know people in the campgrounds and just visiting with people, I've met so many amazing people. There's people that worked here where we stay during the winter, and there's people that worked here over the summer, and they see our logo and stuff, and they're like, hey man, we're alcohol free too, and going throughout the country. I got to meet Larry and his family. I'll try to link their video or their channel maybe up here in a card. But he's like, hey man, do you have a channel, or what's going on with alcohol free? And I got to share my story with him, and being able to converse with these kinds of people, and sharing my story, and to let people know that you don't have to have lost everything to recognize your alcoholism. And another example, finding people on the road. Last summer, 2019, when we were headed through Nebraska, I saw a gentleman struggling to secure part of the cap on his Class C RV, and like the whole thing, the side of it just like peeled off. And I went over and talked to him, gave him a roll of duct tape, and just checked in on him. later on that day, hey, how did everything hold up? And after kind of going back and forth, you know, he's like me. He's an alcoholic too. So, you know, it's amazing how many people out there actually have the struggle, but you might not know it. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm actually really proud of where I am today. And if I hadn't made that decision and I hadn't hit what was my bottom in the fall of 2018, I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing here today. Just a little bit of a ramble, I guess, but it was on my mind and I thought I'd get a little personal with you guys this morning. You know, feel free to leave a comment or whatever. Let me know if you like this kind of video. This is brand new and kind of out there for me. You know, we haven't done a whole lot of personal videos, so hopefully you'll give this a thumbs up if you like it. Let me know if you didn't with a thumbs down. I'm gonna try to do some more of this personal conversational type stuff, so click that subscribe button down below and we will catch you next week.